Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about why you need a stronger, more sturdy ass. And this is a very serious matter. I'm not even joking at all. In fact, this is probably the best muscle to strengthen up. And I'll explain to you this. Your body is composed of two parts. You have your upper extremities and you have your lower extremities, right? Now, they're both bound together by the hips. And the one muscle that drives the hips is not the quads, is not your biceps, but your ass. That is the foundation of how your hips stay in a straight alignment. Now a lot of you, I've told you before in a previous video, that you probably have an anterior pelvic tilt. That's because your ass is not tight enough. It's because it's not strong enough. Why a lot of people get hurt during squats? Because they're using their quads and their knees. They're not using their ass. Why you get a bad back in a deadlift? Because you're using your back, you're not using your ass. And those are the things that deter people away from these great, magnificent, overwhelmingly good exercises. Because you hurt something else, because one muscle is weaker. So, what I'm gonna tell you this now. You need to start working your butt. I don't care if you're a guy or you're a girl, you need to start working it. Because this muscle is the center of your body. It is the center of your foundation. You want a six-pack of abs anyways? You want a strong core? Work your butt. Because you know what? When you squeeze that thing in to get rid of that pelvic tilt, your core is going to suck in and tighten in a responding manner to that. Because that muscle is associated with it. A lot of people have really tight quads and a really tight lower back. I said that before. Want to know why? Because your abs and your ass are not tight enough. So what's this going to help you with? How is having a stronger ass going to help you in the long term? This is how. It's going to make you more efficient. You see a lot of these people in CrossFit, they get hurt. The injury rates are phenomenal. CrossFit is not a bad sport to participate in, but if you don't know how to drive your hips, squeeze your butt, then how are you supposed to lift all this heavy weight in an Olympic fashion? Because all of this Olympic movements, all the Olympic lifts, you have to drive through your hips in order to get that weight up. You're not going to shrug it up. I've worked with some people that they've shrugged the weight up. Oh my God, how much pain it put them in. Their lower back screaming. Their knees they're just throbbing. Their freaking traps are overwhelmingly tight. That's terrible for you. You're going to have all these problems in the most common areas and you're going to tell somebody like, yeah, keep doing that. Put more weight on it. No. Take a step back. Get away from that bar for a second. Squeeze your butt more. Focus on working that thing. I don't care if you go on that girly machine in the gym and you're the biggest dude in there and you got these chicken legs and a really bad knee pain. Go over to the glute machine, whatever it's called. In my gym, it's called a butt blaster. Go blast that butt away, man. Get that thing strong. Because if you have a stronger butt, you're going to have a stronger foundation. You're going to be able to deadlift more. You're going to be able to squat more. You're going to be able to perform Olympic lifts. Throwing this crazy amount of weight over your head and just catching it and being like, wow, I just snatched 200 pounds. How the fuck did I do that? Because now you have stronger hips. You have a stronger ass. It's going to help you with a lot of these things. A lot of people, they lunge through their knees. Their toes and their knees are in line. Get that out of your head. Put your knee over your heel. Squeeze your butt forward because you're not remembering, like, everything in your body's a lever system, right? Your knees are a leverage system. So you have your shin and you have the kneecap and the quad, right? If you're doing a lunge and you're like this and then slamming it back, you're pinching that knee. But if you have it so that your shin's here, and this is where the kneecap is, and then your leg on top where your quad and your hamstring is like this, and then you squeeze your butt forward, you're using your leverage system to your advantage. But how are you going to drive that butt forward? You're going to squeeze it forward. You're not just going to flex your quads, because your quad's main function is to extend the leg. Sure, your leg's going to be extended at the top of the movement, but it's not going to draw your hips forward, driving it forward, to squeeze it forward, to use the right muscles. That's why a lot of you have bad knees, and a lot of you have bad posture. Because if you don't have a really strong backside of your body, a strong butt, and a strong freaking middle, lower, and upper back, then you're rendered useless. You're going to start hunching forward. You're going to have terrible posture. Having a strong backside is going to save your whole life, man. It's crazy to think about this. And it's so simple to think about this. But also think about in another context. Why would a woman be attracted to a man's butt? I mean, seriously. What other logical reason is there? It's because it identifies that guy as a strong individual. They have a firm, strong butt. It's gonna make them work more efficiently. It's a person that works harder towards being a more well-rounded person. It attributes to a lot of things like that, and they're all subconscious thoughts that we have no idea why we think that, but when you really put it into perspective, it makes a lot of sense. Same with a guy to a girl. A stronger butt on a girl, she's going to obviously have better posture and a better alignment, but what is that better alignment going to contribute to? It's going to contribute to a better carriage, for a better fertilization and all of that fun stuff that I'm not going to really go into detail about because you probably already got enough of that in your sex ed and whatnot. But it makes sense. And if you want to stop getting all these injuries, you need to start working your midline, your hips, your butt, your abs. Do it, make yourself better, and just help yourself. Honestly, it doesn't matter what everyone's going to think in the gym. If you're the guy over there doing glute bridges and you're shaking profusely, you're sweating profusely, you're going crazy, cut it. Dude, who cares what people think? You're in the gym to work on yourself anyways, right? I mean, hey, I've been pointed out a while ago that I had a relatively weak butt, but I didn't even know that. And I've been working towards getting the stronger one. So what did I do? I took a step back. I didn't deadlift heavy for a while. I didn't squat heavy for a while. Shit, I was squatting with just a little bit over the bar just to realign my body. Because you know what? If I progressively go in this bad system and I progressively don't use the right muscles, I'm going to create more imbalances and more problems in my future. So it's worth my while to be that dude in the corner that's doing his glute bridges, that's doing all of these exercises to strengthen my butt, because now my squat and my deadlift flew up. I got my max weight up with no problem. I didn't shake, I didn't go crazy, I got it cleanly up. And it didn't even matter that I stepped back for a couple months to rewire. Because now I'm going to excel, and I'm going to get to where I need to get to. Because my foundation is set, everything is strong. You need a big, better, round circle. You don't need just a bigger chest or bigger shoulders. You need a bigger body. You need a better body. And that's what I'm going to leave you guys with. If you have any suggestions as to what you guys want me to talk about in the future, by all means, leave a comment down there or even message us on Facebook if you don't want your comment to be seen. As always, take it easy.